When the game gets rough in this life.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program this afternoon on INI Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. We have with us today Jamaica's Hard Working Council General to Miami, Sir Oliver Mair. We're going to speak about a well-known American artist. Hold on for me, please. I do apologize about that. Yes, a well-known American artist, singer, well-known American singer and actress, Fantasia Taylor, I hope I pronounced her name correctly, has said recently that Jamaica is her favorite island in the world, her favorite place to go to. We're gonna play an audio clipping of the news that was sent to us, and what she said about the land of wood and water, the country that we love so much. Although they said that majority of us is tearing down the country with our blogging and all sorts of shebang around. But anyway, let us listen to what she's saying.
Has received a glowing endorsement from American singer and actress Fantasia Taylor, who listed the island as her favorite place to visit. "I love Jamaica," declared Taylor during her recent interview with Variety magazine as part of her press tour for the recreated movie classic, The Color Purple. The American plays the character Celie in the film. The Ministry of Tourism, in welcoming the singer's endorsement of the island, shared a snippet of her interview expressing her love for the Caribbean tourist hotspot on its X, formerly Twitter, platform on Friday. When the interviewer asked Taylor what is her favorite place to travel to, the I Believe singer, in response, also briefly delved into aspects of the Jamaican culture which she enjoyed on the island. "Oh my God. The food in Jamaica. I'm definitely gaining a couple of pounds, but I love to eat. I love to go to the clubs and dance all night. I just love Jamaica," she stated. The tourism ministry said the multi-Grammy award-winning recording artiste has been a frequent visitor to Jamaica for professional engagements as a concert headliner, and also to enjoy a little downtime, connecting with our people and vibrant culture. Known professionally as Fantasia, the singer has several soulful hits to her credit, many of which are fan favorites in Jamaica.
Council General, welcome to the program. What is your thoughts on this, sir?
Well, I'm so excited by her kind endorsements. I mean, from Fantasia, she's world international star. In fact, I just watched her recently. She did an excellent performance in The Color Purple, and one of my favorite books.
Yes,
I studied it at the University of the West Indies, and she did an excellent role. And a movie I encourage everybody to go out and watch, and to get that sort of endorsement as your favorite place in the world. I think every Jamaican, we know this already. We know that Jamaica is the most beautiful country in the world, but when others endorse it, we have to be excited. We say thank you to her for her honest opinion. And I encourage everybody to continue to share the good news about our island home.
You know, Council General, a lot of people is saying, you know, we're not doing that well in Jamaica, and for a well-known American actor and actress to end up saying that Jamaica is her favorite place in the world and she loved the Jamaican food.
Let me tell you, listen, we're in a free country. People are free to express their own opinions, and we should never muzzle persons who want to speak. But we also have to be careful. I mean, this is my personal opinion. We have so much great things taking place in our country. And, you know, it's just like our year. If we reflect about what happened for us individually for the year and on a personal level, and when we stop to look at the blessings that God has provided to us, we'll see that there are many. And Jamaica certainly had a fantastic year in many respects, and we need to highlight many of the good things that have taken place. I mean, I know crime is a major sore point, and we have to embrace the fact that despite everything, and it's still a concern, most of the major crime indices have actually gone down.
Mm-hmm.
for the year. And although, homicides, there is an 8% reduction. It's going in the right direction, but it's still, of course, a major concern. But we know that things like, shootings gone down, 6%, rape, robbery, break-ins, 12 and 17% reduction. And, generally, the level of crime has, been one of the lowest it has been in many years. And so we also have to embrace the good news as well taking place in Jamaica. And when we speak of tourism, 42% of our visitors to our country are repeat guests. Means that, Jeff, they've had a very good experience in Jamaica and they want to come back. And Jamaica had its best year ever in tourism, 4.1 million visitors arrivals to Jamaica, 4.2 billion in revenue earning. And so we have to give thanks. I mean, we're seeing 10 consecutive quarters of economic growth. We're seeing credit improvement for our country. I mean, I can't keep emphasizing, debt reduction, debt to GDP 149% down to 72%. These are huge numbers, Jeff.
Yes.
And yes, we can sit down and talk about the challenges. Every country faces challenges, and we can't sweep it under the carpet. We must address it. But in fairness, we certainly as a country have to be proud of the advances we have made and to be thankful and grateful and encourage all of us to jump in and spread the word, because each of us are ambassadors and we must do our part in sharing the good news about our country.
Yes.
And our Jamaicans back home, they appreciate when we here in the diaspora share the good news, because the more people come to our country, it's the better off for all of us. Economically as a country. And we must realize that though we don't have to do it, we must cheer for our team and share the good news of our team. And certainly Brand Jamaica, people are excited about it and they love what's happening and they are sharing. And nobody paid Fantasia to do this.
Hold on for me, Council General. I'm happy you said that, because somebody on the YouTube chat is asking the question is how much money the government of Jamaica pay her to say this. And I'm happy you go there. Go ahead.
And my question is this: why are we even going there in our minds? Why are we motivated to find something negative every time something positive comes forward in the country? I mean, remember, at the end of the day, we're all Team Jamaica, and we should be excited for positive developments in our country. We shouldn't be so anxious to want to always just focus on the negative. And don't get me wrong, this is a democracy, and anybody can share. We're free to speak, and we must respect the views of other people. And yes, and that is important, But listen, Fantasia, highly respected in the world, top actress, just saw in The Color Purple, and she's sharing her own authentic opinion. Why throw any negative on that? That's a positive comment. And you know what it is to Jeff?
Yes.
We must big up all the people in the tourist industry. The drivers.
Oh, yes.
Or hotel workers or bartenders. Many of them are doing an excellent job. And when we have this success, our cooks, our different chefs, this success belongs to them. They are the ones who are representing Jamaica in a positive light. And so when Fantasia comes, it's a reflection of an industry working together, the people on the ground delivering excellent service, and we must congratulate them for the great work that they did.
Indeed. Council General, I'm going to switch gear in a couple minutes, but based on this endorsement from this well-known American artist and, actress rather, and everything like that, what do you think we're going to gain from this, sir?
Well, I mean, this is, this is one of many persons who have been coming forward. As I mentioned, the fact, 42% of persons coming to Jamaica are repeat guests.
Mhm.
So, Fantasia, we appreciate the feedback, and we love the fact that she has endorsed Jamaica. But there are other persons, and you don't have to have a brand name, so to speak, to endorse or to share your positive experience. So we appreciate it. I do believe that it will continue to have traction. But I encourage. Oh, listen, I went to watch The Color Purple, and I shared it with my friends.
Yes.
And one of the most powerful endorsements is when you tell your own friend that, hey, go watch this movie, the movie Badman.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same way, us, I encourage us as Jamaicans, when we are sharing with our friends at work, let us share about Jamaica. Let us share about some good spots to visit. Whether you're going down to St. Elizabeth, to Jake's, whether you're going to Duns River Falls, whether you're going to Portland, any different places that appeal to us, we can share with our friends, and that makes a difference in terms of their travel choices, and it helps to build an industry because I was with Adam Stewart on the weekend, and at a lecture at FIU, where we have a couple of Jamaicans who are involved in that hospitality program, and certainly the linkages program with the tourism industry is significant, where a lot of the hotels actually purchase the local produce from our farmers.
Wow,
and
that's good.
I'm not something I hear about. It's something I know because I go and visit the hotels, and a lot of local produce is there. I used to be in the industry. And so every time we have a guest coming, Jamaican businesses benefit from additional persons coming to visit our island homes. So we must get excited about it.
Consul General, I see we have a new technology at the Donald Sanks International Airport in Montego Bay. Are you aware of it, sir? Can you tell us some more about it?
What's that?
A new technology. Are you aware of the new technology at the Sanks International Airport, where you go there and then they scan your face and you go through?
Oh no, not aware. But I embrace technology. I know a lot of changes are happening. So whatever it is, we embrace it. I want to pause to just quickly congratulate two people. Fantasia Shaw, Reggae Girls superstar, and our minister Ed Bartlett, who were voted Persons of the Year by Caribbean National Weekly.
Wow, that's good.
It just came out in the paper, and I want to salute both of them and congratulate them on their work. And when a newspaper, and it's our newspaper, so we have to big up our own local paper here. And they pick only two people. So when persons are selected, that it's a big achievement here. It's a good representation of the people in the diaspora who would have they would have gone through some rigor to select their person. So I had the privilege of hosting the Reggae Girls in the last World Cup. We did some fundraisers for them, and we're able to, working along with Commissioner Davis, and we're able to send them off with some funds for the last campaign. And she's really a superstar. And Minister Bartlett, I have a distinguished lecture series, and he will be our guest speaker on the 18th of January at Island Space. So persons who would like to come out and hear and ask questions, he has a book on tourism and resilience, and certainly he will be providing some information on the industry, and persons who want to hear and have questions, and feel free to come forward to it's a monthly engagement, and we have speakers from all different topics. But you can follow my page, Mair Oliver, on Instagram. You can follow the pages of the consulate on Facebook, on Instagram, the Consulate General of Jamaica, Miami, for more information, and register on Eventbrite, and then come out, and it's free of cost as usual. We're also going to be having a literary festival on January 20th, taking place at the West Broward Library in Plantation, where we'll feature 10 readers, including Kai Miller. We'll also have some short films, and we'll also be promoting coffee because it's coffee month. It's
Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee.
Yeah, that's correct. But we will also have High Mountain Coffee, as well as Blue Mountain Coffee, promoting both. So we're going to be having some of the coffee producers there. We'll be doing some coffee tasting, coffee recipes. But it's really a literary festival and short film festival. First of its kind, happening here, inspired by my visits to Calabash over the years. We're starting small. So as you go on the link, please register early because the space is limited. But this is our way of supporting our local coffee farmers, supporting our writers and our short film makers. All right. So all of that is taking place here in January. So inviting persons to promote and support.
Consul General, for those who are listening to us and watching us on YouTube, tell us the role of a Consul General, the Jamaican Consul General to Miami. Because a lot of people are trying to figure out what on earth does Oliver Mair does. And I know for a fact that you're a hard-working Consul General.
Yeah. Well, we represent, first of all, we represent the interests of Jamaica and Jamaicans.
Yes.
Here in the southern United States, we cover 13 states. We have Florida, Georgia, Texas, Louisiana, North and South Carolina. We go as far west as Arizona. And persons come here, for example, to the consulate to renew their passports. If, for example, you are a Jamaican living in the United States and you had your children here in the U.S. and you'd like them to exercise their right to become Jamaican citizens, you can do that through the consulate. And it's called citizenship by descent. And we actually have a citizenship ceremony that we do where we welcome persons into the Jamaican family, persons who require visas to go to Jamaica. There are some countries that have that requirement. They can get it here. We also have, we manage the process of our involuntary returnees, aka deportees. That's managed from the office here. So once a month there's a flight heading back to Jamaica. We coordinate that. We work closely with JAMPRO in terms of helping to drive investments to Jamaica, the Jamaica Tourist Board. Any Ministry of Jamaica, we work closely with them. We provide protocol services for any of our dignitaries passing through the United States. It's quite a long. I could speak literally for an hour for the work we do. It's a small team. I want to salute them for the work that they continue.
So do you have an hour to speak to us?
No, not today. Not today. But Jeff, as you know that anytime you call, I try to make myself available, and persons know that I'm not just a Consul General for a few. I'm a Consul General for everybody. So you have access to me. Many people reach out to me directly for whatever matter. People invite me to come and represent their fundraising activities here in the diaspora. So we have a wide range. We have over, for example, 75 Jamaican alumni groups that do their fundraising activities to provide support back for Jamaica, educational support back for their schools. So they invite me to be a part of that effort. We have the Jamaica Women of Florida, Jamaica Men of Florida, the Nurses Association, we have the Doctors Association. We have so many associations here and right across the state. There's so many good news taking place here in the diaspora, people who are doing great things on behalf of Jamaica. And they invite us to be a part of that. We support their efforts. And I think the last count from the Alumni Association alone, they've raised quite a bit of funds through their 501c registered groups here in the United States, an estimated $500,000 just from the alumni group back to their respective alumni groups in Jamaica. So it's real work. Lots of mission groups will coordinate with us. So we get involved in a wide range of activities that impact Jamaica. And people call and they will call to have them little grows too as well, and call me directly. We talk about it because, like your program, Make We Talk, talking is also part of representation. When people have their challenges too, they know that we're here not to hear the good news. People will have challenges, and we'll talk about it. I must mention
Yes.
on your program
Go
that
ahead.
Reggae Month is coming up next month. We have a number of activities planned for Reggae Month, and one of them we do is we have a celebration of the work of our first national hero, Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We have an event called Garvey and Reggae, and we've been doing it now for a couple of years. And I want to salute Ruth Extravaganza, who they have had an event going on for 20 years, and they are really the premier group here. But we do an event from the consulate where we celebrate the work of Garvey in Black History Month. And it's so important that we recognize the work of our first national hero, who, in my opinion, has not been given the full recognition for the work that he has had in terms of the Black Power movement here, in not just in the United States, but in the world. And certainly we celebrate his teachings, and we share some of that once a month, every February for the last 3 years in an event called Garvey and Reggae. So we invite persons to just stay in tune with us at the consulate, and we thank all the persons and groups who continue to support our small team here, who give up their time and efforts, because certainly we can't do that, all this work with such a small team. We rely on the diaspora. Last thing I said, Jeff.
Yes.
When the borders were closed during COVID, we had an estimated 2,500 Jamaicans who were literally stuck here because the borders were closed during the COVID period. And I want to thank the various groups that rallied behind us at COVID during that pandemic, where we were able to provide that group with rooms, hotel rooms, courtesy. We didn't pay for them, courtesy of people in the community who provided it. The doctors in the communities rallied with us. We were able to provide free telehealth along with the nurses. Many of the groups here, Jamaican groups, they provided meals to Jamaicans who were falling on hard times because they couldn't go back home. And a lot of these things, I want to salute my team at the consulate who rallied with us as we were on the road providing this sort of support. Many times people don't hear about it. Yes. People don't hear about these things because we don't necessarily push out everything. But I have to salute the team, and I have to salute the many groups in the community who give up their time and effort and don't look for any praise, but they give back. And sometimes we need to share some of that good news of our Jamaicans who give back and love our homeland, Jamaica, and they talk about it, and they're in action, and they provide support, love and support. And we all do this because we love our homeland, Jamaica. And even those who quarrel too, many of them, they love Jamaica. They love Jamaica deep down in their heart, and it's just their little way of expressing it. And certainly we appreciate everybody. And we encourage people to not just talk about the problems, but get involved, find ways to give back. It's easy to talk, harder to get in action, easy to sit down and critique, but you will find that when you start to get onto the court and get into action, it takes a little bit more effort, but it is appreciated. And there are people out there looking for more support. They need our support here as much as we can give back. And the diaspora is a big group, as you know.
Yes, it is.
In the United States, I mean...
how much people is it in the United States, Consul General? You have any idea?
But I would say, listen, there's several figures banded about, but, I would say easily over 1 million just here in the United States.
Okay.
And we, based on the last census in 2020, we know that, for example, that Florida as a region in 2020 was on par with New York in terms of Jamaicans who are domiciled here, who identify themselves as Jamaicans. And we know there's been a major shift, a major trend. People are moving from the north to the south. So we know this region is becoming even more important as an area where Jamaicans live and reside. And Broward County has more Jamaicans living here as a county than anywhere else in terms of Jamaicans living in a single county.
Wow.
So Broward County is very significant, yes.
Consul General, in a couple of minutes that we have, leave with you here because we're going to take a quick commercial break, and I know you won't come back to us on the other side of the break. But anyway, before you go, tell us what you have. You're talking about Minister Bartlett coming up in January?
Yeah, so January 18th, we'll have Minister Bartlett as part of our monthly distinguished lecture series. It's going to take place at Island Space. If you've never heard of Island Space, this is a Caribbean museum, and where we showcase many good aspects of our Caribbean country, islands, right? So persons can come out to that. And you can always follow my page, Mair Oliver, or the consulate page for more information about details of these things. So that's on the 18th of January. On the 20th is our literary festival. It's called Jamaica Brew Literary Short Film and Coffee Festival. So let's bear those two events in mind. Come out and support, and we can keep you engaged in other activities taking place.
Thank you very much. Jamaica's hard-working Consul General, Sir Oliver Mair. Thank you for coming on, sir.
And one love to all the listeners. As I always tell people, I love you like cook food. Feel free to come out and get more involved in our community activities, and let's continue to make Jamaica even greater. One love.
Thank you very much, Consul General Oliver Mair.
You're tuned in to INI FM.
Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents
The PMP, we can't get rid of them. When we want to get rid of GLP, we can't. A new party we want, you know. Not GLP and PMP, I know them. At them hell with all the fooling should be going. Shoot.
No upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help
But
Jamaica.
that act did not do what it's supposed to do in terms of preserving what we would call the general rights of access for Jamaicans to just walk on any beach that they feel like. You know, like what is common across the Caribbean. Barbados, you go on any beach. Cayman, you go on any beach. Bahamas, Aruba, you know, St. Kitts, Nevis, all the other Caribbean islands, and not to mention Cuba. The beaches are there as a national treasure for everyone to access and use. That is not the case in Jamaica. Jamaica have layers of restriction. All right. First, once you are a property owner that owns a piece of land that adjoins to the ocean, and you fence that, and you know, let's look at the hotels and the villas, you will lose access to really, get on those beaches. So that is one level of restriction. Land rights. You lose land rights, then you lose access to the beach. The other is also that the National Environmental Protection Agency issues beach leases to whether it be a private company, like companies that are operating Port Seco or Fort Clarence, and also those leases also go to hotel, and those leases allow those individuals to exclude Jamaican. You know, the exclusion happens not only from physical barrier, but also it becomes an economic one where you cannot afford the fee to get into these spaces. So that's another level of restriction. So the issue that we're having in Jamaica is that the law in Jamaica does not give Jamaicans the general rights of access to beaches. And so what you see as soon as the commercialized project comes up, then you lose access to that beach. And we see that's proliferating across the island. And so we are losing those access. I can go further into a law, and I need to read this because I want the Jamaican people to really clearly understand it. So the Beach Control Act of 1956, in Section 3 of that legislation, basically says, and I want everyone to really, let this soak in. It says the public has no general rights of access to the foreshore.
Our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. I will not care about no vumva viva. Make we reason. Make we talk. As long as it now. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Tavares represent yard and brother the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon. Nobody is not above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we reason, make we talk.
Welcome back to the Make We Talk program here on I Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. You know, many of us will come and talk that, you know, Jeffrey's a Labour Party member and Jeffrey's this and Jeffrey. I really don't care what no one to say, you know. The lady, the Jamaican, the American actress went down to Jamaica and she came back and talked about how Jamaica is lovely and everything. I'm gonna enlighten the good that is going on. She went to Jamaica and she said that she loves what's going on in Jamaica, despite of what the problems that we face in our country. The well-known American singer and actress said that she loved the Jamaican food. She loved the atmosphere of the Jamaican people. She love the ackee and saltfish and rundown and curry goat and dukuno. But they call it blue something another. I won't say it in air, you know. A lot of people know there's the blue something, that blue thing there. Yes, with corn, meal and coconut and all kind of thing mixed up together. That blue something there. I know one of my good friends want me to call the name, but I won't call the name on air. I don't want them to come down on I Radio.
No upper echelon,
but you know,
above the law. As long as it now help Jamaica,
it is something that we need to enlighten. But there is something going on that I don't understand. A plane landed in Jamaica. For some reason, it said crash land in the country. A multi investigation has been launched into the crash of a small plane in the fields of St. Elizabeth on Friday night. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police Department is saying that an investigation is underway pertaining to that crash of that aircraft. But what I don't understand, Southcom in Florida is in charge of the Caribbean airspace, I presume. And I'm yet to be corrected. The JDF has radar system. So what is it? They didn't pick up the small plane coming into Jamaica's airspace. Those are the questions that I need to ask. How is it that they did not pick up that plane?
As long as it now help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk.
I don't understand. They said they can hardly hear me. What's going on here?
Make we reason.
Anybody hearing me now? I don't know what's going on, but anyway. They're saying, hold on there. I think there's something going on in the background here that they're talking about. Hold on a minute. I do apologize about that. Sorry about that. We do apologize to you about that. Yes. There is a small plane, a small engine plane or twin engine plane, whatever it is, crash landed in the fields of St. Elizabeth. The question that I want to ask this afternoon, what happened to the radar system over Jamaica? If I am wrong, I want someone to call me and tell me, say, Jeffrey, you're chatting nonsense. What happened? What really happened to the radar system? Is it that our radar system not working at whether the JDF or the airport and so forth? That a small plane came into Jamaica's airspace. What I want to find out, if a small plane come into Jamaica's airspace and head towards Jamaica House or King's House, what happened then? Those are the questions that need to be asked, you know. Because there are certain things that should be put in place, and I'm pretty much sure it's put in place, for us to know when a plane comes into Jamaica's airspace. And we want to know if the plane said, Mayday, Mayday, help, 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 we need help. We want to know that too. Because I don't understand. If a plane come into a country's airspace, how is it that the military, we don't have fighter jet to scrambled? But if a plane go into a country's airspace, there must be something that the country can do to find out what on earth is going on. Was a mayday signal given from the plane? And did anybody, any authority or any organization or military organization in Jamaica, or the police or anybody else, did they hear that mayday? Why am I having a feedback in this thing anyway? I don't know what's going on here. But what is it? Those are the questions that need to be answered, you know. Those are the questions, those are the fundamental questions that need to be answered. Let I play the clipping. Hold on for me. Hold on. Me never tell you start yet. You hold on a minute there. What's wrong with you? Let's play it here. Because
sometime after 7 p.m. on Friday night, we were alerted to the information that a plane may have experienced some amount of difficulty and went down somewhere in the morass area of Braze River. An immediate search and rescue operation was launched. The various agencies were contacted to include the fire brigade and the military. It took about 3 hours, where the wreckage of what appeared to be a 2-engine plane was found in this area. The aircraft was fully burnt, and there's an active investigation ongoing. No person was found, no other items except for the burnt remains of the plane. Therefore, like I said, this investigation will expand beyond the St. Elizabeth Police. They've already made contact with other agencies to determine the origin of the aircraft, as also to broaden the investigation to try and establish why this aircraft would have been here. The investigation is active at this time, and therefore will allow the various agencies and the police to conduct a full and thorough investigation before we can make any other pronouncements surrounding this incident. We are not sure as to whether or not it was a difficulty the pilot experienced, or whether or not there was an attempt to land it in this area. There is certainly a history surrounding this particular area. There are a number of theories floating around, one of which is that the plane was attempting to land. And so we will allow the experts and the various forensic persons to do their checks and their investigations, and then a more conclusive determination can be made.
A more concrete decision can be made. I want to find out. That's what somebody said in the chat room a while ago. What happened to the black box? What happened to the black box? And as what the police officer said, the superintendent said that St. Elizabeth is well known for small engine plane to be landing and taking off. I wonder what they're going on there for. I wonder what they're going down there for. The numbers to call is 850-446-0562. We have a couple minutes leave more in the program. 850-446-0562. That's the studio number to call into the program, the Make We Talk program. 850-446-0562. Call in and tell us what you think is going on. And we must big up the country, big up our country, man. An American singer and actress rather. What's wrong with me this evening? Like my tongue tie up. I need some on the drum. Anyway, Jeffrey, behave yourself. I need to sleep. That's my problem. I haven't slept from 3:30 this morning. the American actress that came in, Fantasia, that's her name, Taylor, said that she loves Jamaica. She endorsed the country, and bigging up the country. She loved the country, despite of the problems that we may face in the land of wood and water, despite the crime situation in our country. She loved it. And there's others that travel to Jamaica quite often, you know. Former President Bill Clinton traveled to Jamaica quite often. I get to understand that the current Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, and his family was in Jamaica for the Christmas season too. You know? Is it that there is something good going on in the country that we don't know about? Because they dub me and others, you know, as the people who steer down the country and we get paid. Now poor me. Not get no pay, no. Where is the black box for this plane? People are asking the question. That plane should have a black box. Apparently the plane crash landed and burst into flames, it seems like. Or did the government of Jamaica anyway down the plane? We don't know. Does the Jamaican government have the capability to down the plane? Because when maybe when they said this is whatever, identify yourself and no identification happened. Anyway, we don't know what happened. We're gonna get some answers for our listeners here on INI Radio and the Make We Talk program. We're gonna get some answers from authorities in Jamaica. We're gonna reach out to them and see if we can get some answers from them. This evening or this afternoon, we're gonna have a former Jamaican ambassador to the United Kingdom. Her Excellency the Honorable Aluma Samba will be our special guest this evening on the Make We Talk program. We're going to speak to her about the letter that was written to the Jamaican government by Dr. Rupert Francis. We need to get her views on the letter. So we're going to speak to former Jamaican ambassador to the United Kingdom, Her Excellency the Most Honorable Aluma Samba. She will be our special guest this afternoon, or today rather, whatever, this evening, pertaining to on the program here. For those who want to call into the program, we have a couple minutes leave. And for those who know my number, you can call my number too. 850-446-0562. That's 850-446-0562. President Clinton loves to visit Jamaica, you know, because he loves to go and play golf at the Trial Golf Course. So he loves to go down there and play golf, in case you all don't know. That's where President Clinton will go sometimes. And other high-ranking movie stars and so forth visit Jamaica, unknown to many of us. Unknown to many of us, a lot of them visit the country because they love the vibes. Many of us don't want to go to Tivale, but some of those people going to Tivale, you know. A lot of us don't want to go into Riemann Jungle. Many of them going to Riemann Jungle. A lot of people come and explore Jamaica, and the Jamaican people who lives in Jamaica hardly know the entire country themselves. Well, I have the privilege of traveling the length and breadth of Jamaica. And I love it. And I would love to do it again. So, you know, when you hear of Americans, well-known Americans and actress and singer and songwriter and movie stars and all those people endorse the land of wood and water, we must lift our hat to them. We must lift our hat to them. And we must thank them despite of what is going on in the country. We must thank them because a lot of people believe that there's only bad things goes on in Jamaica. And this is 2024. And who want to call me sellout, who can't call me sellout, I really don't care. I think we need to change our aspect. Talk about what can we do to help the nation of Jamaica. Talk about the bad things, and we're going to present solutions. So the Make We Talk program from now on, it's about the solution of the country. It's about what we can do to stem Jamaica's crime problem, to stem so many problems that is facing in our country. And I'm encouraging everybody who's listening to the Voice of the Caribbean, all Caribbean nationals. The time has come for all of us, whether we come from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Bahamas, St. Lucia, the Cayman Islands, anywhere, for us to talk about the solutions that we can get our various countries back on track. For far too long, we talk about the problems that the country face, but yet we don't talk about the solution of the country. So I know my producers have been speaking to me, but the time has come for us to start think about a solution, how we can present a solution to Jamaica's crime pandemic. How can we present a solution to the younger Jamaicans who believe that the power that they have lies behind the trigger of a gun, or the power they have lies behind scamming because there's no jobs. I would encourage my fellow Jamaicans to really get together. For those who can't do certain things, then we have to put programs in place to help the less fortunate. For those who can't get a proper job because of lack of education, we can't blame government all the time, and we must blame ourselves. Because some of us don't want to go back to school because we believe we're too old. Some of us believe that we have passed school age and we can't go back to school because we have reached the age of 50. There's a lady, I remember someplace in the United States here. At age 80, she get her high school diploma. And at age 80, not only her high school diploma, she get a degree in economic, oh Lord, my tongue type again. Was it in, I think it was in political science, you know, yes. There was political science she get a diploma, a degree in. So, you know, we can do it. And I'm encouraging myself also. We all can do it. We all can go back to school and make ourselves better, and indeed the country that we come from better. Because I am being told that there's jobs in the country. I don't know, that's what I'm being told. And a lot of Jamaicans don't have the education to do it. Our teachers are not being paid properly, so they are leaving the country. We have to do something about that too. We can't just continue chatting. I'm tired of the whole talking. I am tired of the whole chatting. The time for chatting is over. As what the current Secretary General of the Commonwealth said, I shouldn't know chat. You don't know chat with anybody. She want action. So I think we know, and I encourage every bloggers out there. Many of you don't like me, but I really don't care. We must action time now. It's action time now that we must put the plate and say, listen to me, enough is enough. and do something. We can't just continue talking. And we talk and we talk and we talk till we're blue in the face. Year in, year out, we talk the same thing and nothing is being done. Now 2024 is on us. This is January 8th, 2024. It's action time. And that is why I encourage everyone to rally around a single cause and a single purpose. Rally around the One Legal Defense Fund. Rally around a single cause and a single purpose. Rally around a Jamaica for Jamaicans. Rally around a St. Vincent for the St. Vincent people. Rally around a Barbados for the Barbados people. Rally around a Cayman Islands for the Cayman Islands people. Rally around a Trinidad for the Trinidadian people. Rally around. You remember this song with this cricket song, Rally Around the West Indies? Well, the time has come for us to rally around the West Indies. Rally around your various countries. They have it to say that we talk down about our country. We're not talking down about our country. But rally around a country that you believe in. We came here by labor pain, not by aeroplane. It doesn't matter what party you think you come from. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Make We Talk program.
Good afternoon, my friend Jeffrey.
How are you doing
today?
I am good.
Well, may I have a suggestion where the security is concerned with our air and sea. We have a JDF Coast Guard system. And I think if Jamaica is dispatched in the Coast Guard to patrol our course, we can prevent a lot of things from coming in. Just like the plane coming in now, and them don't know when it come in. Them don't know what happened. So we have how much million them said them spend per helicopter. And you want to tell me the helicopter then sit down up a camp and patrol the coast of Jamaica? So how we going to know that things coming in at the island, both air traffic and sea traffic? We not must send them to go do the patrol, man, to make we can program to know say we country safe. We can't just have police patrol the road.
And this is not the first time a plane came into Jamaica's airspace. Some time ago in Rocky Point in St. Elizabeth.
Thank you.
A plane came in and the plane crashed on Cananapong. The Minister of National Security said that everybody leave the plane and gone.
Right. So we know in the 2024 years, over there, 21st century. Now, me and you here, them talk about how we beef up security. Yes, them put police on the road, put police and soldier for the states of emergency. But we weak on the water and we weak in the air. Because if plane are coming and we don't know, boat are coming and we don't know. So what is next? We need to dispatch the JDF air wing to patrol the airspace, sea coast. You know, believe we need to do that, Mr. Jeffrey, and we have a military. We're capable enough to do it with the money we then spend.
Of course, they need to do because they must buy 8 helicopter. I want to buy a Black Hawk.
This is my suggestion to them to start patrol the year now and start patrol the sea coast because.
Anyway, somebody want to say hello to you. No, go ahead. I was kidding.
Well, me depend the good team. Your team is a Rattigan, Lonesome, Herb Nelson team, Maria. Mr. Dr. Francis. So we want the best for our country. And it's time now for we can realize.
Yes, but let me say something to you. And a lot of people may be vexed with me and don't want to come back on my program, so be it. But the time has come for us, all of Jamaica, every single Jamaican from all walks of life, to stand up and do something. The time for chat is over. You don't think so?
Thank you. Yes, man. A full time now we are putting one gear now. We are moved from neutral now to one gear, and then if you can drive the stick shift,
Yes.
Reach five gear.
A time
you know what I mean?
Right, a time for we signal the plane and drive the jeep. Good day, Wilfred Rattigan. Wilfred Rattigan, good day to you, sir. A time for we drive the jeep and signal the plane, go ahead.
Exactly. Time come and for really move forward, We are on P on no side,
Right.
Jamaicans.
Anyway,
you understand?
Then give me the wrap-up signal, so 1 minute to 2 o'clock, so we have to go now. Join me this evening. Join me this evening at 7 o'clock.
Yes, man. You take care, man, and you stay safe, all right?
All right, my brother. Join us this evening when we're going to have former Jamaican ambassador to the United Kingdom, Her Excellency, the Honorable Aluma Samba, will be my special guest. We're going to ask her views on the letter that Dr. Rupert Francis wrote. Until you hear my voice again, I'm Jeffrey Tavares saying so long, have a good day. This is INI Radio, the voice of the Caribbean. This is how we do it.
You're tuned in.